I would say the most satisfying moment was the 4-game winning streak that we got at home. You know, it was a great 2 weeks and everybody was just in a good mood and it was just like great.
And on the flip side, perhaps your most frustrating, disappointing moment?
I would say missing the playoffs again. You know, it's been 2 years in a row and personally it's been like 3 years out of 4 years in the league that I've missed a playoff and it really sucks, but nothing you can do about it now.
Probably last year, my first weekend in Halifax, I think I had 6 points in 2 games, and I think my parents were down and my 2 sisters, so it's pretty satisfying to get my first 2 games out of the way with a few points when my parents were there.
On the flip side, disappointing this season, what would be perhaps the low point?
Probably this year, just after Christmas when I broke my wrist, and I had to sit out about 10 or 15 games in my final season in Halifax as a 20-year-old, so I mean, that was probably my most frustrating moment.
I would say that was when we won 4 games in a row. That was a great feeling in the room, and during the week, everyone was happy and we had a great time.
On the flip side, most frustrating, disappointing moment?
I would say not making the playoff second year in a row. It's pretty hard, even if you know we're young, but you know, we gotta work on it, and we hope for next year we're gonna do the playoff.
Yeah, you know, the most satisfying was probably for me personally in the Gatineau game. I think I had a goal and 2 assists, and that propelled us to a come from behind win and started us to get us some momentum on that 4-game win streak. So that was pretty good for me personally, and then I was first star of the game, so that was a great weekend for me. And probably the lowest point of the season was in Cape Breton. I had a couple of rough stretches of games there, and we started off the second half slow, and that kind of propelled us to eventually not make the playoffs, which is also pretty low point for us. So, you know, but all in all, it was good and bad in the season, and I think we walk away with more good and bad, you know, with the growth of this team. So
it was probably scoring my first goal at home against Shawinigan. I probably dreamed about that 100 times when I was a little kid.
And on the flip side, perhaps the most disappointing, frustrating moment?
Probably the game we lost to guarantee we weren't making playoffs. It didn't really kick in until after that game.
Probably being named captain of these young kids, and that I got a chance to meet all the great guys during my 3 years here.
Many frustrating moments, Thomas, I know, but which one's perhaps been your most frustrating moment as a Moosehead this season?
Well, I was going to say this season, but my first year I was really upset that we didn't win it all, because I think we had a best team in the league, but you know, we lost to Gatineau in 4 games, so too bad.